Hello, my name is Madeline Ginder and I am a second grade teacher at Broken Arrow Elementary. A little bit about my school is that it's located in Shawnee, Kansas, and we currently serve a little over 400 students from pre-kindergarten to 6th grade. So after analyzing my 5 R's at Broken Arrow, I've decided relationship-wise, we are still implementing. We do have a new principal this school year. So we are still transitioning and creating relationships with him and amongst the staff and students and families, their response to the new leadership. Family-wise, our population, we don't get much of a response from them, so that's something that we're continuously working on. Relevance, I would say we're kind of bordering implementing and transitioning. We have fabulous curriculum in our school district, and we're constantly figuring out ways to engage our students more. We are one-to-one with iPads, so that helps technology-wise, but I think we can use them in a more meaningful way in our instruction. Our response to culture is still implementing. Again, our leadership is brand new this year. The past few years, it seems to be a revolving door. Every 5 years, it seems as though Broken Arrow has a new leader. Early childhood-wise, we do have 2 pre-kindergarten classes, so that helps with the transition to kindergarten. In rigor, I have said that we are transitioning. We have so many resources in our school district, and it's awesome. And the professional development given to us has also been meaningful to us teachers. Speaking of my new principal, I would say his leadership theory is the democratic leadership theory. He's constantly wanting to have everyone involved when making decisions. In all of our meetings, it seems as though at least a team member from each grade level is there. And he does take all of our opinions into consideration, but ultimately he does make his own decision. So that said, I have created 2 goals. My first goal falls under relevance, which is to increase state assessment scores. So in order to do that, I think as each grade level unpacks priority standards and PLCs, that would help us guide our instruction more and make us realize what it looks like when a student has mastered a standard. Secondly, we need to have more meaningful interventions. So with our reading coaches and educational aides to make use of their time with students who are falling below grade level. And lastly, ensuring that each teacher is using common formative assessments. So those frequent as exit tickets throughout the week that will help us guide our instruction and see which students have mastered the standard or still needs work. So this goes under standard 4, letters C and G. So that curriculum instruction and assessment piece, where we're just promoting instructional practice that is consistent in using assessment data appropriately to improve instruction. My second goal is to have 98% of students in Tier 1 on our behavior and social rubric. So at our school, we do have a lot of behavior issues. So to help those behavior issues, we should implement student check-ins. So finding those staff members who have a relationship with these students to check in on them throughout the day. And as always, we need to adjust those behavior plans if they're not responding well to it, to adjust those. And lastly, to always celebrate those student victories. Big or small, I think we need to acknowledge the good and let each student know that they're doing a great job. So that goal falls under standard 5, letters A and D, of community of care and support for students. So just building and maintaining a safe and caring school environment. And lastly, promoting those relationships between adults, students and peers, and even the school and community to help support academic learning and positive social and emotional development. So overall, it was really meaningful to reflect and kind of see where my school is at. It's been interesting since we have a new leader, and it's kind of fun to see maybe what our future entails.